Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Sorry I'm a little late. I thought you wanted some extra time in the beautiful sun here. I don't have my sunscreen on, so I'm going to try to be quick. Let's talk about why we're here today. We're here today because there really is a crisis in higher education. And anybody that's trying to get a higher education knows it. Now, maybe there's some people that are out of touch about the reality of the situation, but any student that's trying to make it, any set of parents like my wife and I who will have 2 of our 4 kids in college, we have a senior and then we're going to have a freshman in college this fall. These are decisions that we or factors that we have to have in discussions that we have around our kitchen table, and there's a lot of people that are. And let's just talk a little bit about why it matters in the first place, because some people say, well, a college education is fine, but why is it important? Let me tell you why it's important. Let's just talk about, for a second, the economic effects of getting a higher education in the first place. If you have less than a high school diploma, your median weekly earning is likely to be about $472. If you get your high school degree, the median income weekly earning for 2013 was $651. If you get some college, not a complete degree, but some college, it goes up to $727. If you actually get your associate's degree, it's $777. If you get your bachelor's degree, it's $1,108, and if you get a master's degree, it's $1,329. Look, the case is real clear. This isn't something that's frivolous, it's an economic necessity. If you come out of high school and you don't have anything, any further education, you're going to be in trouble economically. So this is something that's an absolute necessity for people in Ohio. Now, how is Ohio doing now? Since we know that it's so necessary to get education past high school, how are we doing right now? Well, there's a study that came out actually earlier this year where Ohio received actually 4 or more F grades from a national association on 5 possible methodologies. That includes affordability. Well, let's talk about a little bit what's happening since the recession hit. Who's been hit the hardest? Those that don't have either an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree or a master's degree. They're the ones who are suffering the most in this economy. Now, what's happened in Ohio in the last 10 years? We've been going backwards when it comes to the affordability of college. We're at a time where it's more and more necessary. We're actually heading backwards. Right now, the average tuition and fees at a 4-year public college in Ohio are 6.2% higher than the national average, and for community colleges, they're 21% higher. Now, let's talk about those higher fees, what has it meant for some of the people here behind me and some of the students and their families? What has it meant? Well, in the United States of America, Ohio has the 6th highest share of graduates leaving with debt, and the 9th highest average debt amount. We're talking about in 2012, 69% of Ohio's 4-year students were leaving with debt, and the average debt was about $29,000. Now, you go back 21, 22 years ago, Ohio was paying about $7 for every $1,000 that we were spending on education was funding higher education. We were 39th in the country at that time. Now we're 41st in the country. These are policy decisions that we just can't afford. They're having real economic impacts on our residents.